right? And just kind of push it back. Now I'm creating space on this shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Now I can come through. Versus smash again. And I'm like here, and then I butt out, and I just like smash myself even worse. You know? So it was the idea where I'm trying to protect this right here. And if I can frame here, then I can keep moving back. Right? And then I can boom, boom. And even if I don't want to hip escape and bridge in, it's like you're coming to smash me. I'm here. I'm just blocking this the whole time. And it was that was the battle. Recognizing that he's past my hips and I gotta protect my head. Because if he can control my head, then he can advance. Because, you know, they made a distinction between getting your guard past, which was like, getting your guard past, which is like, I'm here, but I can't control you here. So yeah, maybe I've passed your guard, and maybe I've even gotten 3 points, but if you frame on my bicep, yeah, with this hand specifically, yeah. Now it's like, I can't control his head, so I might get 3 points, but I can't advance from here. So all he's got to do is shimmy, yeah, get a knee in, and then push away. On your, yeah, push away, like push into me. There you go. And then that one would come through. This one comes through. It's kind of like the way we pray here. Let me show you. So the way we practiced it was you're like trying to pin me down and like punch me, you know, as your like head's like smashing me, and I'm doing this like thing with my knees here, right, where I'm just keeping myself away. So it'd be the same idea where I'm, again, like whatever it takes to keep this right here and frame, you know, and then I'm just
And then
keeping that like little, I don't know what he calls it, something with his like hot, not, this is hot pants, where you're getting hands off you, but it was like start a fire or something, hot knee fire or whatever you call it. But
in that particular time, you're not trying to wrap like a full guard. You're just trying to.
Yeah, you're trying. Well, so the example is if you're down, and you're just like self-defense, and I'm coming to smash you. Yeah, but you can just use your knees. So again, open. So I'm here, and I'm trying to smash you, and you're just, yeah, keep going knees, yeah, but push away.
Yeah.
So I'm creating the friction, but I'm like, see, one, I'm kind of keeping him from coming in, but I'm pushing away, like pushing myself back.
Yeah.
Versus like trying to push him away. I'm moving, I'm using his effort to slide me backwards. So you'll just feel like the momentum of me. Yeah. So your knees, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nice. Right. And then your feet would come on. But those first few, because you have a stronger, if I put my feet on you, like, especially like most people do, like me, really stiff, all you have to do is move and they fall to the ground.
Okay.
So if I put them on kind of light, now if you move, I can roll with you, right? So here, if I'm blocking you, like you can't come, you can't get into me. So I'm blocking you, kind of like, then I can push away. But it's like if I go straight to my feet and use those as my post to keep you at distance, then you can just drop them to the ground.
I like it.
So,
It seems like the level of effort to chase exceeds the level of effort to do what you're doing.
yeah, you're using my energy
Yeah.
to push you back.
You'll see yourself.
Versus like, you're not doing that at all.
As I was getting away from you, I felt like I got less fatigued than I did coming at you.
Yeah.
In that scenario.
Yeah, your frames are what are pushing you back. You know?
Yeah.
Or allowing you.
Yeah,
It's really good going back.
As the attacker fatigues, and then you get your feet out, and now they.
Right.
Throw one more piece of tape on this finger here.
Yeah, that Spades Road one is interesting. I wasn't that into it, but then I saw that it kind of went back. So you could like live and then build something more decent going back up the hill. So, might be,
Besides the houses, whether or not that's possible. Acres, 5 acres.
it's 10.
Oh, is it 10?
I think it's 10. Maybe it's 5. I thought it was 10.
Look, that'll determine what you build or if you had to add on to what's
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's going to be helpful for me is all that I've kind of been thinking about for a while is this guard retention thing, where one, I don't want you to get past my hips. I'm trying to create connection. Two, if you do get past my hips, I'm trying to protect my head. You know, so we can just kind of go kind of cruising on that.
You're talking about.
So if we start how the way Tanner likes to start, where you got to kind of earn it, right? So we're here, you're going to come slowly, try to maintain position, and yeah, so bam, I want to protect my head. Tanner's even like doing like this thing, where it's like,
even if you come in here, you still have that arm in there.
right, and it's like, you know, the ways that I can keep you away from the bridge in. Okay, I got one. You know, sneak the half guard. You can switch.
Okay. And then you end up right in the spot to switch.
Yeah. So it's here. You don't want me to pass your hips, so your knees are coming in. Boom. Yep. Let me get out. Pass your hips.
There's nothing where I would.
And it's like this arm is the one you want to use to protect your head. Because I have to control your head. Feel like this. Yeah. Feel this like what that feels like. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Where you can control it and then put your hand right there as like you're protecting. Yeah. And then you would turn. Yeah. You could either. Yep. Exactly. So now I'm like fighting against this. I'm trying to. And as you're shimmying, here you go. Now push. Yep. Good. Keep coming in. You keep doing that little scissor. Yep. Here. Push away. Push away. Push away. Yeah.
When you get it, it actually is almost effortless.
Right. Yeah. You're not. You're letting my energy push you back. Worried about me coming to grab the head. So. I'm trying to get this real estate first. You're trying to protect that real estate. So see, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you would deal with, right? The battle right here is, because this hand is keeping what? This knee from moving in.
Mm-hmm.
So you could kick that leg up and back around. Yeah, good. Now see, I got to come all the way back over here to get it. And you can just do the same thing. Boom. Yep.
Swing it.
Yeah. And here. Boom. I'm trying to get that real estate. So what am I gonna do to get that real estate? What do you keep doing in order to protect it? Yeah, you keep going where?
Back. Yeah.
So what am I gonna do?
Okay.
Now you can't go back, right? Not as easy. So now I'm gonna try to get it here again. So now you're gonna go leg over and under. Yep, almost like a knee shield.
Just
Yeah,
over here, not over
right.
here.
Well, look, my hands now the hip space is moved to here, right? So now you can push away. Now I'm trying to fight that. I'm trying to get a knee in, trying to keep you from sliding back. So what would you do? Get rid of this.
This way? Or just come down?
Yeah, you could just, you know, if I'm trying to grip here, you can just, yeah, try to shuck this grip, push off of it. Use your momentum. So first I'm trying to get to here. You keep going back. So I'm going to stop you from going back. Boom. Now I can get in here. So now I've got it. So you come with that leg, yeah. Yeah, boom. Keep moving that. Right. Switch. Yeah, so you're behind my hips first. This space is neutral. And as you come in, to try to get that space.
You came here.
Yeah, because you're blocking me from, put your hand there. I can't, now look, I lost the space. So what do I gotta do? I gotta come back and get that space. Or I can come over and try to recover that space, right? And then you could go to kind of your weave, or you can smash this or whatever. But then, bam, now I'm trying to protect here, right? Trying to shimmy, keep that away. Frame, shimmy. See, so I've lost guard, but you're not controlling me.
Yeah.
Not yet, because I'm protecting this here. Right? Boom. That knee's tight to my hip. Your right knee. Yeah, so see, now I can't get into that space because you're taking it. And that's what I want to get my knee through.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta keep your
Leaning back. Try to maintain balance and be too far forward.
right. But that's the benefit of me. So we were even going slower, like so we're here.
Position almost.
Kinda. So we're here. I grab this. You want to get rid of that? You pummel your leg out and through this left leg. You get rid of it out and in. Over the top.
Over the top of the arm.
Yeah. Boom. Push that away. Good. Yep. As long as I'm now I'm grabbing this space. You want your knee in front of my knee. Yep. Boom. We're here. I grab your knees. You want to get those off. Same thing. Probably with with your hands. So I go here with the leg, left leg, all the way up. Good. I try to pin hands, grab my sleeve and pull towards me. Or you. Yep. You take this space, you replace. I grab
Is there a
here.
world that want to keep hold of that or no? Once I have it.
You want it off of here. The way you get it off of here is with your leg, not with your arm.
Yeah, this one. So you come back.
Yep. If you can't get that, it's because your hips, you need to move your hips back. So try it again and see how you get stuck.
Here. So I gotta kick out.
Yeah, boom, a lot easier. Now you get rid of that. So now I control here. You grab my arm, you grab my sleeves, you get rid of them. Yeah, exactly. That was a little bit of a drill. And then we get up to the head. So I get past, we get up to the head. Now I'm trying to control the head and you're gonna block this arm. Yep.
Is that only?
Well, that's the one you're worried about, because that's the one I can't control your head this way. So it's this one that's going to control your head. Because I'm trying to get chest on chest. And if I don't do this, I can't get chest. If I'm like this, then I'm not, I can't control you. So I have to be perpendicular to you to control you. This was another one of the damages. That's why one of Tanner's things is where my head goes, my hips are going to follow. So if you're here and you take my head and you push it towards Mike, other way, with this hand, you push it, what happens to my hips? they fall this way. Push my head this way with that hand. See that? So I can't control you if my head's in alignment with you. I have to be perpendicular to you. So as you're watching this battle, and yeah, you're protecting this, and I'm trying to go for this, so you protect that. But if you push my head this way, yeah, and now you get your knee, now you bring your knees in, right? Right. So it's one of those principle things. In order for me to pass, it's kind of like as long as I'm here, I can't really pass, and I can't control. You know, it's when I get to here that I need to get chest on chest. This is not, you know, an effective chest on chest. This is super effective chest on chest. So even with this hand, other way, it's counterintuitive. Yeah, I'm gonna push my head that way. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this hand, so I mean, the way it would work out is this hand's protecting the head control, and this one's on my head, pushing me away. Yeah. So it's like as somebody's coming at you, if you're looking at those two things, keep the head away. So you're coming to attack right here, and if I just you got to come perpendicular to me. So this is what happens a lot of times. People do this. I just invited you to smash me, right? And I lost this. I mean, you have inside arm, which means you can control me. I need to have this way in here, and now you don't have the same control. Right, right. So I could come here, and I could, right, get a space. And Tanner definitely doesn't show this like, you know, he shows that more of half guard. If you're coming and you want to pass me in half guard, if I can control your head this way, you can't pass my half guard because you have to cross face me. You've heard him say that a bunch, right? Uh-huh. So you want to get cross face me here, and you got the underhook. See, now I'm in a bad spot. I can't control your head, and this should be in here for me, but I don't have that. So it's like now I've lost like a lot. I still want to, and see how I've lost these short frames. What does Tanner teach? He teaches these things. Relax a second. He teaches them to be here, because if they're here, smash me. Yeah. So you're smashing me. Guess what? I can still. Boom. Just got my head free, right? Now, where do I want your head to go? Towards the parking lot, right? Now, yeah, it's like totally better than, but what we teach a lot, and what we see a lot, is that when people are inside control, we do this, right? Well, I'm pushing you, yeah, I'm keeping you sort of off me, but this one I've lost the cross face, this one needs to be here, right? And then I need to shimmy. Now you're down my hips. Now my bridge is effective. How effective is my bridge when you're up here?
Yeah.
It's useless. So it's like, I think recognizing that progression is the game that I'm trying to play when I'm on the bottom, instead of like, I don't know, like all out defense. Move, get out of here, like scramble, run away, whatever. It's like, I don't have to. I just have to protect that. I have to figure out if he's blocking my hips. Like Tanner's thing is if you're in a, let me go half guard. So I got to get this knee through. I bring this up and you do that little arm weave where you're trying to control you're through here. Yeah, right? So now I can't. So what so this is the problem, right? Because I'm trying to bring this knee up, right? Because now you're flattening me. So Tanner's thing is control this or get it off, right? But you got to recognize where the battle is. So, right. And what are you still trying to do? You're still trying to get this space, which right now I still got, you know? But if you can flatten me out here and just, yep, now you've got it. But see, before I let you just get cross face, if I'm already losing here, right, and you've leg weaved, and it's like, keep going, bam, I'm here, right? Now what can I do with that? Gives me space to recover. So it's like looking at the waypoints along the journey of him trying to pass your guard. The first waypoint is the hip. Second waypoint is the head.
I find myself in that position with you from the bottom. Like, I know that if I frame your head as you're passing my guard towards my body, like you said, that your hips always come up. So I try to use that to counter. That's the battle I'm losing. I mean, I'm not worried about losing it with you. That's the battle I'm working on with you. Is when I go here, I can't get back here to re-guard, and that's what I'm trying to do is figure out which way to go, because if I go too far this, I've not caught the hips in time. And if I go this way, you're collapsing the space from your knee shift, which is fine. That's what I got to get better at. You know, and I didn't realize you just said, I was like, yeah, that's exactly where I'm at with you.
Yeah. So like, well, here, go down, and if I'm on,
You're passing.
so I'm past. It's like,
And I find myself here because I'm worried about this.
right, coming across. The best place that they show in the video is to grab my bicep.
Yeah.
Right here with your right
So
hand.
you, I've usually done this, and then you collapse this leg. You're really good at dropping your hip here.
Oh.
Yeah. And so then I'm stuck, and I go, okay, if I push him to the left, I know I'm giving his hip space, but I really want you to go right, so I try to go this.
Yeah.
I do this little.
But see, if you take this left hand and you push it on my head
Left hand onto your head
and push me away.
and push it just
push
immediately
me towards
that way.
Yeah.
And I haven't felt comfortable doing that. And when you said that, I was like, yeah, I guess I could work that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, you always look for that head going perpendicular.
Touching the head for whatever reason.
Oh, I use it a lot.
But I get it.
Well, that's,
But I don't think so.
That's this. So let's say
Same thing.
let's say we're here, yeah, and I'm sort of stuck, and I've lost this. That's and you know, here you can't do much. You have to move in order to try to attack me, right? So the second that you do move, well, if you're going to move that way, well, you decide what feels comfortable. But if you're going to move that way, then I'm going to try to gobble up the leg, right? So if you're going to move towards my head, because you're going to control more, right? Now I can get under here, and I'm pushing you away. See that? I'm pushing your head away. I mean, I'm doing it here, but it's like, it's the same idea as this Heisman. So here, I'm trying to push you this way so that your head goes away from me, right? But this way, it's like I'm still trying to push your head parallel to me. I'm just doing it the other way, right? So now your head's still not perpendicular. So there's kind of two ways you could go, depending on where their weight is. But you don't want it right here.
And what you're saying, what you do to Mike is you come in here and flop down here. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's just he's long and sprawls. What you're doing is a little bit different. Whereas if you can drop the hip, that's hip connection. Why don't you spread your feet apart?
This way?
Anyway, so you have wide.
So that there's weight on my hips.
So your weight's on your feet, the extension of the bottom of your feet.
Get your hip like and your knees off the ground. And
There you go.
Your weight in
Now your hip pocket.
heavy on my. See how heavy you can be in my hip right here with whatever weight you got.
And you have to have wide feet.
Now see, like right here, you just sat up, so it's like you just gave me this. Whether I'm framing here or on the elbow, because that's gonna be the weakest point, right? But it's like, oh cool, you just gave me this. So like right here, I'm not worried. Yeah, you are controlling me, but you can't advance from here. So it's like I'm not worried. I'm just gonna continue to protect this head. I'm gonna shimmy. If you're gonna sit back, I'm gonna sit up.
So
Once I feel your weight that it's that far back. If you're gonna press into me, right here, and then my shimmy's gonna work. And see your weight's back again. So I'm not gonna fight that. I'm gonna get my hips out of the way. Right?
Let me show Jake something real quick. I'm not doing it on your left side because you're gonna have to do it. So when you get reverse G judo side control or case of tatami, whatever. What it is you're sideways, your hips here, your face, and that way towards his head. He's gonna frame on their top shoulder. So you've got no base to prevent you from going back. So you're getting stuck here and you're rolling on the butt cheek. Look at my feet, they're narrow, right? So if I hit sit up, I call it atomic sit. There's nothing keeping me from coming back. This is why he's getting me. So think of it, if you're progressively going like this, you can't keep this position. You can't get past his frames, and he starts coming up. All I want you to do is bring that lead knee back and cross this, immediately drive into him. Being perpendicular. So as I'm coming up, he's doing a great job framing. I think I gotta go here. And now he starts sitting up. I'm fighting to get my knees back. So instead of doing, this is what you've been doing. You're coming in, you're going, boom. My feet never adjusted, my knees go forward. But if I can get a time where I can feel he's gonna get that frame in, boom, I'm bringing this knee back, bringing this knee out.
And so, if I, go ahead, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking on top.
Yeah, so I'm doing a good job here, and then you start getting that reverse. Just decide you feel comfortable, and then you're gonna feel me do this. That's all I want you to do. Get that front knee back, connect to my hip, and drive me into the mat. You're not driving over me, you're driving through my lung, into my spine, to my other lung. So I was here. Get a little bit further back. I want your chest a little bit further back here. This is where I want you to hold it. You're not squeezing me, you're just letting me carry you away. This is where I want you to end up. Let's go back to
It's better to have the knees against you.
Yes,
Here.
definitely knees against you. Because all you're doing now is using gravity to pin me to the mat and your connection of your knees. Now I can't get my frames in. I got this, but I don't have this. So what you're doing is, we're doing a good job doing here. Do the reverse judo. I'm pushing the top shoulder in. You're gonna be ripped. That's gonna change it. It's a timing. It's gonna change it. You're gonna see yourself not getting swept.
And then from the top, what am I thinking of? You're down. The top is I'm looking to maintain this space, and then I'm looking to control this. And I don't want your short. So if I'm here and that frame's there, I just took it away. Now what are you going to do? You don't want to lose that. You're not going to just give that up, so you're going to smash that back in. Great, so I'm going to push it over across. Okay? Yeah, now I'm going to start to attack. Right? I'm going to maybe do something on the neck or, right? Yeah, bam.
Beautiful.
It's like the moment I attack is there's a vulnerability in my pressure. Because I have to, it's like going from here to like, okay, here we go, bam, that arm's inside. You're going to push against it. Yeah. That knee, put that knee through my hip, the bottom knee, through onto my hip. Now push away. Now bring the other knee, push away. Other knee, still knee.
Should I be flip-flopping or
Yeah,
flip-flopping?
exactly, to the other side. Yeah. Boom, now you bring your feet in. After you've created a little wall. Because if you go straight to feet, and you try to put those on, it's real easy for me to, but if it's a knee, it's harder. But if it's a foot here, and you're pushing away on your foot, I can control that, I can bring it to, yeah. You have so much more, you're giving me so much more leverage.
Sometimes I'm just up here like, man, or anybody. I don't get my knee all the way across here because you got big thighs. So sometimes it's just, it comes down and it's trying to pin me. You'll just see part of my knee getting in here. So look at, if he sits up, look at where my knees are. I barely have this hip. I'm barely here. But that's just enough framing for me to get in. So I'm gonna show you what pressure on it.
And if I come forward, it's still blocking my hip versus it being like all the way up here blocking. Because then again, I have so much more to work with here. It's like, it's just like the strongest point, I guess, is his bone is on my bone.
I can't always get my leg underneath strong people here. So this is where the battle's at. And you're trying to keep this hip close to me. So all I need to do is try to get a little wiggle room. I get this knee. Now look, sit up or stand up.
Yeah, so just wedged.
And I'm pinching my knees as much as I can. And if you start feeling that and you start driving more, then I'll get this other knee. But that's all I need. So now watch, I'm trying to get all the way across, but you come in here. I'm gonna try to get my knee all the way across and I'm gonna make enough space. I can't even create enough space to get my whole knee
And here's an interesting thought. If you're putting that there because you're trying to control him from sliding back, then that's a good idea. But if you're trying to control his head without having passed his hips, you're like putting the cart way before the horse.
Are you saying something about this hand?
Yeah. So you were trying to cross face with that hand without even having your having the hip one, right? So
win the hip first.
Yeah, win the hip first, and then you can control the head. But if you try to control the head without, like from all the way back there, the only thing you can do here is the little try to get to quarter guard so that you can go to the other side with your right knee.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm trying to come here so I can come across here.
Right, but the way that Tanner teaches that is you would replace. Here, I'll show you real quick. So if I'm trying to get to the head from here, right, and control here, he can go under me, right, and now I'm compromised. It's a lot easier. So because he owns the hip space. So what Tanner teaches is cross face like this, and then pop up, and then I can come this way, and as soon as I do, he's gonna try to correct, and then come back over to quarter mount.
You were doing that on yesterday's film, I saw, I think.
Oh, I might have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys want to work that for a little bit, just like a little bit of guard retention, or we can do something totally different. I don't care.
Let him work that head position. Yeah, no, yeah, either one. Yeah, but
Yeah.
so now you've gotten that position. You're gonna find yourself here because this is where you're natural.
Yeah,
You're always gonna. So what he's saying is from here, all you're gonna do is, this has been working for you, but it's not going anywhere. Bring your head from your right to your left. And now what you're gonna do is putting your weight on your chest and shoulder, lifting your butt in the air in a tripod. Now lift your butt up in the ceiling, and you're gonna bring that right knee up through my thigh. You either go left or right. And now if I come here and start wrestling up, you can try to keep knee cutting, or you can bring that knee up and over my body, because all your weight's on your upper body.
Which knee to over your body?
Your right
Your
one.
left.
Gotta be the inside.
Your right one.
Your right
From
one
the
is
head.
down.
So all
You
you
just
do
switch
is
his
get my
hips.
toes, walk your toes closer underneath your hips. Now I want you to actually go in the air. All your weight's gonna be on me, your shoulders.
How the hell do I do that?
So I'll show you in a second. Watch. So right now you're like this. I want you to think of going, body's resting on your head and your weight's on my shoulder. Lift your shoulder. Butt goes in the air. Now my knees are up in the air. Your knee's on the ground. You can't lift that knee. But as you walk in, my knee raises up.
And then inside, how do you take that leg over?
Once your knees, so your knee's already passed to a kneecap, but I'm not letting you come up. Get that knee through.
Head on the left side.
Your head's on this side.
Yeah.
Now I want you to put your weight on your forehead and your shoulder, and just think of raising your ass in the air. Now driving your knee up and over my belly button. That. Let's do that one more time. You get to that same quarter guard position. If I got this, it's not gonna be that easy, but that's what you're going for. Or, if I'm really active, you go fake, don't go all the way over, and then just force the knee cut. You can get that quarter guard and get your foot. This is why you're doing this, because I'm not letting you get the knee cut. So try the knee cut, and then go to the knee pass, over. Knee cut means you're going.
You're gonna keep going to the side you're on.
Right. So knee cut means it goes to the wall or whatever.
Towards me.
Oh, I'm trying to go this way.
But it's not working, so now you're gonna post everything on your head, go high, block it, now go back to knee cut.
That's out.
Maybe,
Well, I mean,
should be.
yeah, the goal is that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get that to release, and if I can't go over the
You don't
top.
get the knee cut, you don't get the 3/4 mount, not knee cut. But you've got my head and arm, I can't get your hips, because your hips now are over here.
Yeah.
You wanna do it?
So I do find myself in that a lot, where my leg's caught, and I'm trying to, like, I've got the cross
Cross
face.
face.
I'm like, why am I here? What do I do from here?
So,
Yeah.
let's
It
get
doesn't,
I got your knee, right? You got this cross face that you like, go ahead. You're not, I got this inside. So now, thinking of what you wanna do,
You know,
we just went over.
to walk your foot up, take your right foot and walk it up like this. Under his butt, your right foot.
Heel toe to my butt cheeks.
Yeah, as you're getting, you see, you gotta put your head into the mat. So
Oh,
that
do
you
that
lift-
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now lift that, walk that foot, heel toe, heel toe. Drop. Alright, now if he's keeping that, then you're gonna go the other way. You're gonna lift up, go the other way, and he's either gonna open it up that way, or the knee slice coming back is gonna be open. But he can't hold them both.
Yes. Here.
Yeah, and don't be,
No, I know,
you don't
I
need to
want
be
you
that
to-
radical. You don't need to be that quick with it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's gonna open up.
Slide it through.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it, Okay.
So,
Yeah, it doesn't have to, it's not like a trick of a move.
yeah,
it's
and you
just-
do wanna have this underhook when you're trying to do this, right? So you have this underhook, and you have the crossface, and then you're replacing.
So you keep that under.
But you're keeping this underhook, and then I'm popping up, so my foot's under his butt. And if I try to go this way and he locks down on it, then I lift it back up. I can come to this side, right, and then I can try to get it out from 3/4 mount. I can use this foot, or in a lot of cases, if you just take his head this way, here, he's gonna open that up.
My hips are going.
Because you can't have your head and your hips tweaked like that. So that's kind of the easiest way to open up if you're in mount, or if you're in 3/4 mount.
Let me have you feel it. You get me, I'll get your quarter mount. And you just try to trap my foot. Move, move, move.
But trap happens right there.
So you can say, I'm gonna try to go here. Yeah,
Left
Yeah.
and right.
yeah. So I'm trying to go this way, I don't feel it.
North.
That way. Sorry, my shin hurt you,
No.
but you just, yeah. But you just feel, I'm trying to go that way, and I felt like I could go that way, I just wanted you to feel it. Once I'm going that way, you're playing catch, if you go that way, you're no longer defending.
Yeah, and it's not, I mean, that's a good point, I'm not being quick, I'm always trying to think like, oh, this is like, I gotta do a gotcha moment.
But you felt my weight go up to your.
No.
You don't have to do that.
Don't. Pass with pressure and speed, not speed. Especially right now.
Yeah.
Like, because that's, if somehow he moves in a certain way at the second that you decide that it's time to go, and he does lock up your foot or he hits your
Yeah.
heel, it's not worth it. You don't have to.
Yeah.
None of jiu-jitsu has to be fast. The whole repetition thing, like, I mean,
Eventually
just to
it
explain, yeah. So, push you, what happens? I push you, what do? You kind of fall back into it, right? You try to I push you, I bring you this way, what do? You stand back up. Push you this way, stand back up. Push you this way, stand back up. Push you this way, stand back up. And then I take you that way. So, that's not speed. That's just like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah, the pretty.
whoa,
Yeah.
right? So, try to avoid those,
Yeah.
like, ha ha, gotcha, because that's how you're gonna get. That's how I almost lost my foot and ankle with him, or my foot and knee with him. Is I was like, ha, and he rolled at the same time I did, and luckily he's kind enough to know when it's time to let go. And I squealed, and he let go, but it's still.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that was full 16 months reconstructive surgery.
Well, yeah, with the
Knee and
you gotta be
ankle.
super careful with the legs, because there's more grip. So I'm just trying to hold,
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold his calf, but not his ankle.
Let's do the guard retention, and we'll just kind of rotate through.
Well, first, so I can just watch how you're doing it first.
From second foot?
Sure.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Just. Man, see, the first thing I'm doing is I'm trying to connect this. See how he's blocking my hip? He keeps blocking my hip. I keep moving. That's the battle. And then he took his arm away and he replaced it with his hips. See that? So he was here, and I couldn't get it. And so he moved his arm, and before I could get my knee under, he already blocked it with his hip. Go. It's teeing up the move of the day. So I'm just looking at his head. He decided to change up the game head that way, because you can't control me with your head parallel
Kept
to
the
the leg.
momentum going, but he was already.
Yeah. So want to switch?
Oh,
We just do lights. Here, we can go down. Just try to see it. Don't try to. Yep. He keeps backing away. There you go. Control. Got to control the head. What the problem issue is. Slow. Pressure. Good, Mike. Get that bottom knee through. Finish it. Left knee. Push away.
This knee, this knee.
This knee.
Yeah. Now start working or whatever you got.
So this knee gotta be here.
Same thing. Head down. Head in the mat. Walk your feet up. Under his butt. There you go. Good. Ready? You're blocking this one. Good. That one.
Across, yeah.
Right hand.
Yep. Where's the issue? It's always right here. Yeah, there you go. So there, now you gotta move your knee in. Okay, fine.
Right hand on the side of the neck.
There you go. See how you're blocking here? I know that this is the problem. This is what I'm going for. Right now, I don't care about this one. I care about this. Instinctively, I didn't even know it, but you're pushing me. So what are you doing right now? Where are you pushing my head?
Here we go.
Now switch.
Yeah. I was just going to say, you're pushing my head back on you. Well, you were pushing my head this way.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking of
How-
grabbing the bicep and then changing it.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the move.
Bridge an angle over one of your shoulders, not straight bench press.
Say it again?
So try to bridge over one of your shoulders instead of straight bench pressing into the ceiling. Because all he's going to do is just drop his weight on you. So when you bridge over, you bridge an angle over one of your shoulders.
I got nothing.
Like this. Like this.
Yeah.
So right now he's on your left side. Bridge over your left shoulder into him. Instead of just flat shoulders, both shoulders in that. So lift your right shoulder. There you go. See that bridge? That's a little different.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as that one's through, you got to work on getting this other one through, your bottom knee. That's really the one that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about this one because it's so easy to. That's good.
Yep.
Yep. You're not really worried about much. You don't have to do anything. Why? Because in order for me to get something, I gotta control your head. I can't control my head as long as you're doing this.
Yeah, I'm here.
So just sit there. Yeah,
Catch your breath.
yeah, just sit there. If you can, and you know that you can get your hips through, we've already stopped this. So everything you're trying to do right now is to try to get this hip space back.
Mm-hmm.
You've already stopped that.
So it could be here.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Hip into me. Yeah. Again.
Is that the wrong bridge?
So if you keep moving your hips out, move your hip out. I put it back. Move your hip out. I put it back. Move your hip into me. No. Well, yeah, but not. So you're moving your hip into me, then you're bridging. Yeah. Now you're bringing your knee through. So it's gonna feel bottom. It's gonna feel like this. So I was blocking, right? I move out. What are you gonna do? You're gonna take your knee. You're right. Yeah, good. I move out. Yeah, I move out. Now I move in, and then I move out. Look, you just fell to your side. So I can create a little pressure here. I can push here. I can fight to get under here. But, so we're here. I hip out, you're gonna recover there. I hip out, you're gonna recover. I hip out, you're gonna recover. I push into you, different story. Right? You already just lost your hips. Again. But if I hit into you and you didn't fall to your hips like that, now I can come through and bring my knee in. Because I'm taking that space. Versus here, I'm just giving you, we're just doing this.
Just training.
And you're just, yeah, you keep taking it. So now I come into you, use my elbow to block your knee. I don't know if you saw that or felt that.
Yeah.
So here, boom, my elbows, see? It just shocked your knee. So now I can come through and recover. Here, go ahead. This side. I'm just trying to take that hip space, that's all I want. And you're just recovering here. Protect. Yep. So you don't care about anything right now. You don't even just like, who cares? Yeah, just wait, because I can't do anything until I get your head control. What do you want right now?
How's he controlling you?
What's that?
How's he controlling you?
I mean, just with pressure.
Yeah, but where, what space in the,
The hip?
yeah, so that's the battle. I'm winning the hip battle, my hips are in front of your hips. You have to get your bottom knee
Yes, sir.
in front and take the hip space back. So go ahead. Yeah. You move, I'm gonna move.
Yes, yes. Cool. Yeah,
Good.
all you need is that little knee tap.
Yeah, that yours.
It might be the top or bottom knee. Ideally, you want the bottom one, but if you get the top one, that's fine too. If you want the top one, you'll get both.
You're gonna get the top one through, only so that you can push away and get the bottom one through.
Yeah, you'll hear people say, you have to get the bottom, or you have to get one. But yeah,
Well, so sometimes, yeah, it's kind of easy to sneak the top in order to get the bottom one
you
in.
need the top one to get the bottom one through. So you can start with the bottom, go to the top, then go back to bring that knee
Here.
front. You know, it's just.
Yeah, so it's here, here, and then it's here, and then it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
There we go.
You guys good. I'm working. I didn't use my left arm on that last one intentionally.
Is it bothering you from last week?
No. I'm afraid about
Okay.
when the way I naturally go. It gives you the Heisman,
Oh,
and I give it.
yeah.
It's not a big deal. It's not
Yeah.
you. I'm like, I'm good. Plus, I got massage yesterday. It's all nice and limber, and it might be just right for me to tear up.
So right now, just watch. The battle is, you're in my guard. You need to get out of my guard. I have connection to you. You want to get rid of connection for anything else. So this is connection. So you want to get rid of connection. You want to get rid of connection. Yeah, there you go. Now it's a good time to start passing. If you try to pass while I'm still connected to you, I can always use those to recover and manipulate you. So think about getting rid of my connections first. So what am I doing by grabbing this? I'm stopping you, from keeping to come around me. Right? The first two times you came around me, and I'm like, and I grab here to stop you from doing that. Go ahead. Just slow down. Just look. I have a connection. It's keeping you from moving around. Address the connection.
This one?
Yeah, just take my hand and rip it up. Good. Much better. Now look how open it is. Holy cow. Right? You can take your left knee and drop it in there. Yeah, to claim the space. Right? Then you can start working what you know you need to work, which is You need to get both legs into that hip zone. What's the battle right now? This knee is blocking your hip.
Let me pause you right there. If you don't have an underhook here, you don't have an underhook, you can post on the mat, make a fist, and now you're blocking his shins.
Now move forward. Move. Now what? I can't come back. No, put your hand back. Don't give up the space. You gotta, yeah, or put your knee all the way where your hand is. Yeah. Now it's like, bam, I'm bad. Bad spot for me.
But if you have the underhook, then flatten that far shoulder. But you didn't have the underhook.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, we can switch. Or do you want to stand up?
No, it's fine. I was just thinking through what happened right there. Was
Just-
I going for the right
It's
spot?
here, it's this in your head. And if you're gonna try to pass my guard, and I'm connected to you, you need to get rid of those first before you pass. You don't even care about this.
This arm?
He needs an underhook for that one. Or he's gonna control your hips.
Where's the battle? Okay, but where was the battle?
Here?
And here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because why? Because you want to get the bottom leg in, and I want to beat the bottom leg.
Yeah.
So I'm pinning the bottom leg. So take your right hand and take that off.
But hold on here.
Yeah, boom.
Looking up.
Yeah. I mean, you did it right too. You did a little over thing, which is another way to get rid of it. Still a space. You still got to get there. Push away. Good.
Right knee through, right knee through.
See how my hand was already there? Mm-hmm.
Posture with your spine.
What does this do?
Prevents you from
Keeps you
posturing out.
Yeah, what were you here, go? What were you doing? Yeah. So I'm like, I'm out of hands.
Strengthen your back, strengthen your neck.
So
and
now
put
what? Now where do you go?
Put your head back. Your head straight. Frame.
See, just gotta like, kind of see those little movements, those little battles.
Yeah, let me show you.
It's really way more obvious. But but if you're excited, you'll never see it.
Well, yeah, where you're like, okay, I'm gonna replace, I'm gonna drop pins to stop my movement, basically.
There's two battle zones, here and there. And as long as this guy is thinking about everything else, then I'm probably always going to win those.
I call it the bikini area, but yeah, inside.
But if you're always worried about this, and as soon as you lose this, if you're worried about this, check my arm, then it's like you got a chance. And what you're going to do is, I'm going to hold here, and you're going to protect that, and I have to do something about this. So right here, you just don't care. You just don't care. As soon as you move these and you get all excited, you just like open the door for me to walk right through. So if you're on bottom right now,
So at this point, Mike's like winning half the battle, because you got one.
well, I've gotten tasked
You
here,
got one person.
but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I have to control his head in order to advance. And he's doing everything he can to eliminate that. So he can hip out now. Oh, now I lost that, so what am I going to do? I'm going to come here, he's going to hip out. I'm going to come here, he's going to hip out. I'm going to come here, and when I do, he's created a pattern. He can come under me now, he can, he wants to keep this inside. Look, his arm is inside my arm is inside his arm. Now look, that's a problem for him. So what's he going to do? He's going to pummel it back in. What am I going to do? Pummel it out. Right? And we're going to try to fight for this so that I can control his head. So,
Or to step over too.
yeah.
So when you step over, you're right here.
Yeah.
Stuck, right? So when I see Scott doing this, I posture my head back up and I try to frame with my head and spine. But if I'm here, I can't posture up. My head's up. So I immediately tilt my head back and I'm strong. If he tries a heel curl or hamstring curl here, I'm giving him resistance with my neck. It's making it, whereas if I curl posture down, chin down, I can't fight from this position. I have to fight from this position. Because I know he's gonna step over my head.
See it? You already, it was so quick. But you went to control, you took that space.
You punched right through the hip.
I blocked, and right away, took back that space I wanted.
You're gonna use that a lot.
So now you're trying to reclaim it, but your hips are not in front of my hips. So your hand here doesn't mean you won. My knee here means I'm winning. You gotta get your hips around my hips. But I'm just saying how quick it happens.
So you
we were here. You went to take that. I blocked the head because you had taken that space. So I can't worry about that now. I have to worry about this. As soon as I did that, then I got it through, and then I took it back.
You punched through.
so when you
So-
prior to that knee coming.
So the second I was here,
I would
you
drop
sh-
my arm.
or you could keep your hip even higher. Your right knee into my hip. Now that,
No, just into his gun holsters.
just like right there.
There, connection.
Yeah. See how much tighter that is?
Mhm.
And so now I can block here, but I can't get that through. So it happened immediately. Again, just be relaxed, but you were there. I gave it to you.
Mhm.
I blocked here, and then I went here.
Mhm.
Made that connection. So that's, as soon as you are here, and then I come to block, you need to make sure, then you don't,
jump higher.
yeah. So look, what did I spend my time doing? You won the first battle. I spent my time doing this.
Mhm.
While I spend my time doing this, you make sure that you don't lose that.
And even if I come in here.
You can just leave it there, because I can't get my foot through. I have to create space. I have to shimmy. Yep. Now you're moving your hips again, right? So,
That's where I was pointing to this number.
yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, you want your head to be perpendicular. Now look, for whatever reason, let's say I've seen that pattern in you. So I'm doing this. Go back to kind of how you were when you first were. Yeah. So I'm doing this, and then you start to flatten me, right? Because you want to flatten me. Yeah, bam. And so then that's when I might Heisman you and keep your head away, right? Yeah. Anyways, keep going. What are you trying to do?
Head and arm.
I should
Yes.
go on the inside.
Yes. Yep. So I have to worry, like, look at the amount of energy I'm spending. What am I worried about right now?
Probably nothing.
His
Right?
knees.
You can't do anything to
His
me.
knees. So
You have to do something in order to choke me.
Tell me what I should do from here.
just use your weight. Don't use your
This
strength
is
on
what I
this.
end up
What do you
getting.
mean as far as submission, as
Like
a
when
submission?
when I'm right here, this is
I
where
mean, the easiest one is to grab your left hand onto my collar right here. Take your elbow over my, no, grab,
Grab the collar.
take it over my head, and then bring your forearm back across my neck. The
Yeah,
easiest
you
one.
showed me that one before. That's
Yeah. Paper cutter. That's not the best way to finish it, but that's enough of a threat.
something.
That's enough of a threat where I start freaking out. Go
Tap to
ahead.
tap where you get him to
Yeah.
move. There's your knee and hip connection. If it fails, go to something else. Mount, take him back, flattening him out again, you're back in half guard. Keep taking a step back.
Good. Slow down.
That's a backward move there.
It's okay.
Think of what you need to do.
You need to win the hip. So all this other shit you're doing up top, yeah,
Meaningless?
it's kind of meaningless.
Yep. All you're doing is letting them carry your weight so you can get your knee free. Yeah, your ass is going in the air so you can get that knee out. Walk that foot up towards his butt, your right foot.
All you want to do, yep, win that hip. Now, what'd you learn before? Yeah. Up on your, up, head to the mat, up on all fours, and then come to the other side.
Lead with the knee.
Oh.
Yeah. It feels horrible on the bottom when someone does that to you. You're like, oh, that was so easy. You lifted your heel instead of lifting your knee. I want you to lift. You did this. At first, you were here, and you went. What I want you to think of is going. So instead of leading with your heel to lift your knee, you lift your knee. Come up, no.
Yeah, it's a side.
You should. Yeah, like a dog pissing on a fire hydrant. That's.
Keep going. there, just, sorry, but go back. So we were pushing away, right? I think I was right here. What do you know I got to do to recover? What's my best opportunity to recover? What knee? Bottom knee, right? Because you can just smash me here. If you just put your weight into me, and then go to the other side, walk to the other side, my back, keep going, right? Can't let that happen. So, we're here, I'm pushing away. What do you know I'm gonna do? It's like you almost know it. Now you can chalk that. Yeah, now I'm like in a different spot. Now, what am I gonna do? I'm probably gonna grab this. Why? Because I gotta have that leg. So it's like, it's so simple. This big thing, it's not. It's this, and it's this. That's all it is. And you're just looking at ways that I'm preventing that, or you're trying to gain that. Go ahead. Yeah, again, right here. It's right there. You're grabbing this arm for no reason. You should be grabbing this leg. Because you want to pass and get to here, and this is what's stopping you from doing it. Not this. This is stopping you from getting to my head.
Yeah.
Go ahead. This slow. This right here. What are you going to do to get rid of that? Yep. You just want that space right there. How you
Yeah, I
gonna do
don't
that?
need this on.
Nope. Yeah, you don't care if I block right here right now. Because if you get to here, you're way more powerful. This is like me stopping a knife. And this is like you shooting a missile, you know? Right here. Battle's here.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get rid of that.
Let me sneak in this way.
Sure. Boom, cross face. Good. Yeah. Uh-oh, I got it back. I got this here.
When I would I would release them because.
Well, yeah, because what am I going to do? I'm going to go here. So you got to go back and secure that. Nice way to do it. Go back to where you were. I'm here. See my elbow? Bring the crook of your elbow inside of mine. Right here. Go back. Arm back. Right here. Like that. So that you can sit there, or you can even, as I'm here, right? You can bring it back under mine. Boom. There you go. Now you're inside again. Boom. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is all I'm trying to do. If I can get this, see, there you go. You just blocked my entrance now. Different game. Go ahead. There you go. Same battle. Same battle. Oh, they're here. Same battle, even though if I'm on my side. Keep going. Step over.
Step over.
Here.
Step over with your left foot over his head.
Oh, yeah.
Now you gotta control his head.
Now you control my head.
Okay.
A little different way. Now, you put this here, and then you can bring the arm back to control this. And go back to like normal side control.
Bring your left arm back under his armpit.
Yeah. So now this, yeah, you go. Go. Yes. See, look. You got it. You're totally inside arms.
Okay.
You're screwed. Keep going. Yep. Oh. Don't lose that space.
In the face, you want to stay on top. If anything, wide knees, posting on your elbows with the palm of your hands. Let him carry your weight. All your weight should be on your toes, hips, or chest. Tap,
Miss.
tap. Oh,
Miss. I'm bringing it back in. See my elbow? It's inside of your elbow? It's not just here, it's just here. Because then I can just go like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as it gets to there, you gotta kind of figure that out, yeah.
So that should just be here.
Between the two.
And back in here. Because then I have a back in my good position.
Yeah, and a lot of times the best tactic is to kind of like threaten me somewhere else. I'm like so confused what I told you earlier with the paper cut. That left hand, grabbing my, yep, boom. So like, so I think I've won. Look how you come back and you're winning. See that? Isn't that funny?
Here.
Yeah. Now, here's where the game opens up. How ridiculously easy is it to mount me right now? Stupid, right? So, bam, you just got 4 more points. You could flatten me out. I'm in a worse spot getting mounted than I was inside control.
Yeah, we're instead of getting caught up in
Right.
recognizing that.
Right. So as I'm blocking all this, I gotta not give up more ground, which I just did. Go back. Let's go again. We'll just shut up. Go.
Frame and shrimp for. He's controlling your hips. Protect your head and move your hips to get that knee in. Shrimp and knee guards, shrimp and knee shield. Shrimp your butt away to create space. Sit up, Tomic, sit up.
Yes.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Atomic setup from here.
Yeah, I got you.
Just trying to.
Yep. But you might not get it, but that might create space for your hips to come out. He won't give it to you. He won't give it to you, but it might be there for you. Where's his head?
Come this way?
Where do you want his head to go?
This way.
Yeah. Yeah, this sucks for me. Keep going.
It's 9 o'clock if you guys have to go anywhere. If you can't regard, you can always try to expose the back or expose your back and go to turtle. But if you got that knee, get that bottom knee in.
Yep, so you can move back.
Posture your head up. Create space for your hips. Bring that right knee through. You might have to shrimp. If not, you can always turtle up. Square up. Get your knees to the ceiling and spread your knees if you can. Try to prevent his hips from coming over your knees. Try to keep your knee in front of his thigh. Yep. Turn into him or turtle up, turning away from him. One or the other. It's always
Same
an option.
rules.
Turn into or turn away.
Yep. And
Same
if you turn away, yeah.
Yeah, but just same rules too. What's the rule? What are you protecting? What rule? Where have you lost?
Here.
Hip is gone, but I'm on this side now. This hip. I'm way past. I mean, I'm not yet, but all I gotta do is go here. But I didn't pass your hip, right? So same rules.
But I wouldn't want to jump below your knee, would I? Here?
No.
Nope.
Where am I? I'm already past your hip. What do you have to worry about?
My
Head.
yeah.
Your head and his
So
head.
Yep.
Yep.
Boom. Yes. Now you're protected. Right? Well, not really. You got an elbow. Bicep. Bicep. Here, bicep.
Left hand on his bicep.
There you go. Now you're protected. Now you bring your knee back through. It's like you got to stop that, and so you can get back to pushing me back.
Would I want to be here?
You can, if you want to. Keep going.
Just get a knee in front of him. Now you can do your knee pinch shrimp or Try to go to full
What am I
guard.
doing with this?
He's controlling it.
Keep moving going that way.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta just like try to do one move, watch, feel the resistance, and understand what you have to address. Because if you keep trying to go backwards, and you don't address that grip, I'm just gonna keep following you.
Yeah.
And you're the one doing all the work. So, and it's, I mean, am I wrong? It's like, sadly, ashamedly, it's really the same things over and over again. You know, it's addressing this real estate, and how is he preventing me from reoccupying that? How is he blocking me? That's what I have to address. Keeping in mind that I can't just expose everything else.
It's the thing we've been told since day one in jiu-jitsu, like, the more advanced you get, the more simplified it's going to be. You can understand there's 3 principles or 4, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But he's still doing the same shit you're doing. You're learning black belt moves. I was telling my kids that. Just not black belt at it.
One more, I gotta go.
Scott's breaking it down and just head control and hips. Head control and hips.
You've already won that. All you're trying to do is win this. Right here. All you gotta, yeah,
Just crush on
boom. Yeah, now you've won that. Good. Oh, give it back to me.
Yeah, once I give it back, you can roll and then it's
Right.
gone.
What are you fighting for?
Try to get your bicep in front of his face under his
Head
chin.
control.
Yeah, get your bicep
Can't have head control if this is
underhook, and then push your bicep across his face. So, right there, sprawl. There you go. Now you got head control, and now get your knees out. Don't you keep giving him half guard? I want your knee to get away from his hips.
I was trying to get him out.
I get you. I get you. Knee out, belly, and mount's going to be your friend after you start to get better at self control.
Knee on belly before mount.
You'll get there. Let's start.
Where am I gonna go?
Just shimmy up your hips. Head, push his frame on his head, frame on his head, frame on his head. Knee shield, knee shield, knee shield.
What's the, yeah. Yeah. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
It's a new point.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to you.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna roll the knife.
Good. Woo.
We'll see how that